that being said, going back to NXT, they had their Halloween Havoc this past Wednesday, where I think I have the listing in front of me. And we already spoil or mentioned a few. So I think it started hot with the North American Championship being defended in the Devil's Playground between Damian Priest versus Johnny Gargano. Gargano came out with the pinfall to become, once again, I think 3 times.
I'll tell you right now, he is
3 times. I'm gonna say 3 times.
two-time North American champion.
All right, even better. 2
and
times.
Also, getting into the Halloween Havoc theme, I like that he dressed up as Jack Skeleton from Nightmare Before Christmas, which was good. I like that how they kept the theme. Everybody was dressing up, it was good how everybody dressed up for like they giving us a pay-per-view on a regular day.
Cool. Pat McAfee introduced a group that will be taking over. Will be on Takeover NXT, which Pete Dunne was the 4th member, which I was really surprised, but I think it's really good. But my question is, now are they able to travel back and forth between the UK and so?
I think maybe he could have been here in the States in quarantine. You know what I'm saying? Like he probably was here.
But he was facing Walter too, and that is
I think it's like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. So I'm
so I think maybe he cleared.
Maybe. So Santo Escobar versus Jake Atlas. I don't think it was for the belt. Escobar still came out with the win via pinfall. The Haunted House of Terror versus Grimes and Dexter Lumis. Lumis defeat Grimes with a technical submission, and seems to be one of the favorable match of the night. Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Gonzalez. Rhea Ripley comes via pinfall. Then the women's NXT belt was in a table, ladder, and scare or chair match, where it was Io versus Candice LeRae. Io retained the belt, and I believe that was the last match. I think that match passed the 10 o'clock mark. So
it was. I think it was like 5 minutes after.
5 minutes after.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I was watching a side by side, and I'm like, AEW was done, and the way they finished it was kind of weird, and NXT was still going, and I'm like, did I miss at some time or something? But it was like 5 minutes on turn, which is good that they have a relationship with USA that they could buy some time extra just in case something.
I mean, you watch NXT, so tell me, it was the Luminous match the most favorable one? Which one impressed you? Which one do you think did which match was really interesting and caught your attention?
I would say the Garganos, the North American title and NXT, those two, there's some connection to each other. So I like that everybody had that Halloween theme situation. Everybody was dressed up. Everybody, I think, like I mentioned, Gargano was dressed up as Jack Skeleton, and I think Candice LeRae was dressed as if you've seen the movie, she was dressed up as the girl that likes Jack Skeleton. So they have their team matched together. But the thing is, I think they were there's an X factor for both matches. There was a person dressed up in the guy, the movie Scream, the face, the mask guy from the movie Scream. So he appeared in the Gargano match, and he hit Damian Priest to help Gargano win, and Gargano took the win. And also he showed up at the last match for the NXT Women's title and basically put Candice LeRae on the top of the ladder for her to almost capture the title. I don't know who this person is. I'm thinking it might be Indy Hartwell,
maybe,
or somebody else. Who knows? But I feel like we might see more of this story going on for next week for NXT. But I think the Cameron Grimes and the Dexter Lumis match, they're trying to do a cinematic match, which they tried. It was interesting. It matched a Halloween theme, but it was not that great. They try to do some zombie people coming out and stuff, but it fit the theme of the pay-per-view. But I feel like that was I think there was 5 matches. I think that was for me the second worst one. Not the worst one, but if I had to rank them, I would put the NXT Women's title number 1. I'll put the North American title number 2. the Rhea Ripley number 3. Then I'll put Dexter Lumis. Then the Cruiserweight Championship last. I feel
the belt wasn't defended though. It was just a regular match.
Yeah, but I wouldn't like. It was just we had Santos Escobar dressed up as kind of paying homage or kind of like
De
Los Muertos, but he also had similar gear as what Rey Mysterio did back in the day in Halloween Havoc. The purple pants is similar to what Seth Rollins did a couple of months ago for the pay-per-view. So they trying to like recycle the same setup or gimmick. But it was an okay pay-per-view in comparison. Well, basically it was a pay-per-view for free giving us on a regular day. So they were able to, I don't know, because it was a pay-per-view, they were able to be better in ratings than than AEW for that night. But I don't think ratings didn't show. For me, it's like for people that see the ratings, I think AEW did a better show than NXT did for the pay-per-view.
I always agree on that.
But it was good. Overall, it was a good pay-per-view, but it is what it is. But I'm just curious who the secret person is, and also the Pete Dunne situation. I didn't see that coming because I think Kyle O'Reilly was supposed to confront Pat McAfee, and he came with Pete Dunne, so he was thinking he had backup, and he hit him. So it was a good turn, and that was a good story. But let's see what happens. But it was overall it was an acceptable, I would say, like 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10 show for NXT.
Comment below. Did we miss anything? Is something that you disagree with us? You could definitely put your 2 cents on our YouTube page, Providence Lucha Talk, when the video is posted, as well as on our social media podcast app on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. You can also follow us on the Facebook page, Instagram, and Twitter, the Providence Lucha Talk, where you could, you ask questions, you make your comment, we'll respond in some shape or form. So, with that being said, I'm your boy, Jay Aguila.
This is Luisito.
And we say buenas noches and deuces.